Hello again, guys. It is Enlightenment 1414 back again with another pick a card reading. Um, I would just like to say I am happy to be back. Been on a little hiatus for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. Um, and yeah, I'm back, happy to be recording again for you guys. Um, Today's pick a card reading is a very lovely one, I think. I have taken all the Empresses out of my decks, and then I've taken one correlating card with each deck to kind of show the personality for each one of my Empresses here. And I'll also have another reading with the correlating card for the Emperors. So I would like for all my people that are coming to this reading to go to the second reading for my emperors and do your divine masculine and feminine sides so you can get both pictures of, what your personality is like, okay? Because here on this channel, we don't do sex. We don't do male, female. We do energy. And energy is yin yang, light, dark, masculine, feminine. That's what we do. And everyone, male, female, has feminine and masculine energy inside of them. So if you're a man, please see what your feminine side said about you. See if it's, see if that correlates. You'd be like, I guess I am kind of like that, And for the females, go to the Emperor card and, figure out what your masculine side said about you, okay? It's always good to get the full picture of what your full personality is, okay? Now, just to put this out there, and I shouldn't even have to put this out there, but I am. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. All right, if you happen to get some good wisdom from this, some good nuggets from this, from me telling you what's going on or me telling you about yourself, awesome, like awesome. Please put it in the comments. But if not, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Okay, guys, this is not to have your life lived by tarot. Okay, please don't. Jesus, God, don't. And please don't get scammed by the scammers out there. I am not doing any readings at this time. So if someone is reaching out to you, acting like they are me, tell them F you and to fuck off. Fuck off, fuck off. Because we not playing that over here. Okay? So, guys. I'd also like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Like, I am like psyched. Like, every day I'm getting like 2 to 3 like new subscribers. Like, I am so like stoked. And I'm gonna say once I get up to about, I'd say 500 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I am definitely going to do some type of giveaway to my 500th subscriber, and whoever that happens to be, you're lucky, because I'm going to figure out what type of prize I'm going to be giving away for my 500th subscriber. So I'm just happy that I have the amount of subscribers I have now, and it seems to be increasing with every day. And I just want to say thank you for everyone that is coming to my channel and resonating with me and really, just liking what I'm putting out there. So I would just like to say thank you. Okay? All right. So with that being said, which Empress are you? Okay? We have here for the first deck with my African American Tarot. This is the Empress here, first deck. Erotic Tarot, second deck. Merlin Tarot, third deck. Tarot Sutra, fourth deck. And Tattoo Tarot deck, fifth deck, fifth Empress. And the sixth Empress is from the Uncommon Tarot deck. Okay, and I have picked a correlating card out of each deck to go with and to talk a little bit more about the personality of each one of these Empresses. And if you feel as though that you resonate with more than one pile, please do go. You could have different facets of different Empresses in your personality. Okay, don't just be limited to one. All right, if you feel as though you're drawn to more than one pile. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to pile one. African American Tarot. I love this Empress. Like, she is just sitting there looking so pretty and just relaxed and, yeah, just relaxed. I love it. So this Empress right here tells me, whoever picked this pile, that you are very wise. You're streetwise, you're bookwise, you just know a lot. Okay? You can't really be fooled too much. And I'm getting all that from this owl here. Owls are very wise. They see everything. They have awesome eyesight, can see in the dark, can hear everything. Like you're very much in tune with what's going on around you. You also may like to take baths, showers. You might like to skinny dip in lakes, ponds, rivers, in the ocean, whatever. You like to be in water. You really, really like to be in water. You could be a water sign empress here for this pile. Because I believe, yep, this is the only empress with water in it. All the rest of them don't have water. So you might be a water sign empress, or you may have, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio somewhere highly aspected in your chart. But you definitely love water. Okay, you love to be in water. You like to take baths. Your hygiene is on point. Okay. You might like to work out. As you can see, she's very fit, tone, And I would have to say this is 18 plus because y'all know y'all can see her nipples. I'm not covering it. Nipples is whatever it is. It's nipples. Y'all know what nipples look like. What else? You might like to wear a lot of jewelry. You might even like to walk around the house naked or sleep naked. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she's the only one here that's butt ass naked too. So, I mean, yeah, you might be a nudist. You might like to walk around nude. You might just, no matter what your body type is, you don't care. You are very comfortable in your skin. That's what this Empress is telling me. You're very comfortable in your skin. Okay? Like you may like to wear, the least amount of clothes. Like you don't care. You're very open with your sexuality. You're open with your body, you know. You also may like to wear jewelry. She has a lot of jewelry on, gold. You might like to wear some type of head wraps, maybe a headband. You might like to wear some type of anklets. Okay? But very wise. Very, very wise. You know what you're talking about. You are someone who a lot of people go to for counsel, I believe. That owl right there. Like a lot of people come before you and ask you things and they just know that you know the answer. Okay? What else do I see here with this card? What else? What else? You might like to stargaze. These stars are really, really popping here in the back. Like you might live in an area where there's not a lot of light pollution and you can just look up at the stars and see all the really pretty constellations and everything. Or maybe that's what you like to do at night. You like to go out and stargaze. Maybe you're a night owl, literally with this owl. Maybe you're a night owl. You might like to be up at night. Maybe you work at night. And also with this water and the owl, like you pour out a lot of knowledge. You give people a lot of knowledge. Like you're not stingy with the knowledge that you know. You know what I mean? You're very giving of the knowledge that you know. Someone has a problem, you're there to help, you know? And just with her physique, no matter what your body type is here for this pile, um, a lot of people find you very, very attractive. They find your mind to be very attractive, how intelligent you are, your body shape. They find you to be pretty much the whole package, you know? Like your hygiene's on point, your mind's on point, body's on point, how you talk, how you represent yourself, you know? People see that about you with my Empress here for pile one. And you just kind of sit back and you're almost a person that doesn't really need to talk too much, but when you do, people listen. You might live in an area where it's really tropical. May live in an area where there's palm trees. You might live in an area where there's a lot of trees around. Maybe not palm trees, but maybe there's a lot of trees. Maybe you live like in a forested type of area, or maybe you like to travel to those type of areas where you like to go skinny dipping and go, you know what I mean? Maybe you like to go on vacations to these type of exotic places. Hmm. Mm. Son keep coming in here trying to bother me. Little crazy boy. What else? Let me see the second card here, guys. All right, for the second card, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so, like I was saying with this Empress, like, with how wise she is and how much, like people come to her for, to get what is it? Not knowledge, to get advice. People come to this woman or man, woman or man. Like I said, whether what this is energy. People come to you because they know you're going to give them the proper advice. You see that there? This man's like giving a speech. He's like sitting here talking to all these people, and they're all just watching him. They're looking at him. They are really introspectively thinking about what this man is saying and knowing that he is telling the truth. Like he is spilling some tea, and they are listening because he knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? You can see, like, almost it looks like Martin Luther King or something. I have a dream. This man is literally sitting here, motivating these people, making them think outside the box. And that's what people think about this Empress. They look at you as being someone who makes them think outside the box, who makes them, question the status quo. You're not about to just sit there feeling comfy when you know things ain't right. You know what I mean? Oh, sit down, baby. Sorry, guys. Um, with the Eight of Cups, also, you with this Empress, you're someone who's not afraid to walk away from people. You are not afraid to just if people and it's not even that people don't want to listen to you. Like you're not that type of person. You're not that type of person with, oh, you don't want to listen to my advice? Well, F you. You know what I mean? Like you're not that type of person. But you're the type of person to whereas if the same person keeps coming back to you repeatedly, repeatedly, repeatedly with the same problem and you keep having to give them the same advice, that's when you cut them off. When you realize a person isn't trying to grow or even trying to change, they just keep coming to you with their little five of cups, acting like woe is me, oh I'm stuck, oh this. You're not that type of person. You're a type of person that fixes things. You're not the type of person to stay stuck in any type of situation. You are the type of person that will be like, well, you better leave them. You better do what you got to do to make that situation better. Why are you staying in that status? You know what I mean? You're the type of person that's not about to stay in a sticky situation. You're not the type of person that's going to just sit there and let people manipulate you. You will walk away, because you're wise enough to see that that's what you need to do. You know what I mean? You're that mature. And you're all that. Like, you sitting here looking pretty. You sitting here looking like, bitch, please. You know what I mean? Like, on some real shit. You sitting here like, bitch, please. Oh, you don't want to listen? Oh, word? Bitch, move on. Move your ass on. You know what I mean? I don't got time to be talking to you. I don't got time to be babysitting you. I don't have time to be acting like, oh, I need to be sitting up here like I'm your mama. No, ho. Move on. You know what I mean? That's how you do. Male or female, with any of your friends, family, it don't matter. That's how you do. You will move away from them quickly if it seems like they are not trying to change as a person and all they're trying to do is keep you stuck in that same cycle with them. You will leave them, okay? But yeah, very motivational, very intelligent. People find you very sexy, very alluring. They know you're intelligent. They like your mind. They like what comes out of your mouth. They like how you speak, how you can just kind of command a room. But yeah, Pawan. That is all I am seeing for you. But yes, you are very, very, you're on high status. A lot of people look up to you and see you as the type of person that's going to go somewhere in life, okay? They see you as the type of person that's really going to move forward, okay? Or you will leave them behind, okay? Pile two with my erotic tarot. All right, guys, who picked pile two? Because this chick look like she's sassy, okay? This is definitely somebody who knows she's the shit. She dresses like she's the shit. She sits like she's the shit. And she knows. She knows. You see the little rabbits down there? She know people want her. She know people desire her. Okay? You're very much in your feminine energy here. Okay? Male or female. You know you are sexy. You know that people look at you in that way. You see how she's sitting just unopposing, like, I know. I look good. You know what I mean? She's sitting there like, I know I look good. You know what I mean? Got her little jewels on, all her little, her little sandals, all her jewels, her hair looking all good. She's sitting on this little this darn little throne that's made of pillows, and like, and she in the middle of the forest. Okay, so Paul 2, you are that type of person when you walk into a room, all eyes on you. And you also could have a resting bitch face that kind of deters people from coming towards you. And also because you're so, magnetic, you're so beautiful, and you're confident. You're very, very confident in knowing that you look this way. Like, you look good. Like, she is sitting like, I know. She's literally sitting like, with that resting bitch face, like, come towards me if you want to get yourself hurt. You know what I mean? Like, literally, she is like, come towards me if you want to get yourself hurt. You know what I mean? How she's looking, like, it will not, focus. That's just not gonna happen. Oh well, it will not focus, but that's okay, guys. But I'm letting you know, her face is looking like resting bitch. Like, do not come towards me unless you know what you're talking about. Unless you're an alpha. She looks like she's an alpha female. Very much alpha female. And she's looking as though, if you're not an alpha male, don't come towards me. Do not come towards me with that weak ass stuff, okay? You might like to wear red. Red might be your favorite color. If you like to go into nature, it is in the slightest of the fashions, okay? You are not the type of person that's going to go out in nature and be roughing it and just be in some tent or something like that. Like, if your man or woman takes you out into nature, they better have a cabin. They better have something with four walls up, to whereas then you can just step outside in nature and step back in. You're not doing that type of camping with a tent and roughing it like that. Like, you're too bougie for that. And I'm sorry, this Paul's bougie. Okay, you're the shit. You know that you're all that, and you better be treated that way. You know what I mean? That's what your aura is giving off here. Like, you're that bitch, and motherfuckers better come accordingly. Okay? Now, with these two rabbits down here, a lot of people find you attractive. A lot of people find you attractive and want to get with you. But with this resting bitch face, that keeps a lot of people away that just are not up to par with your level of who you need. Who you need. Now, people that come towards you are either very, very, full of themselves, or they're just knowing that they're headstrong. They're just very confident. It's either a divine alpha male or it's a distorted alpha male. You know what I mean? It's either or. You know what I mean? But these alpha males, whether they're distorted or divine, they know that they think they're the shit, so they're going to come towards you. That's the type of men or females that you attract, okay? Now, you also might like to wear a lot of jewelry, like I said before, but you like to wear a lot of unique looking jewelry. It's not just bracelets. If it's a bracelet that wraps all the way up your arm, or it's a bracelet that's around your, the bicep of your arm, or it's some type of belly waist type of necklace type of thing that you're wearing. It's unique looking. It's like the earrings that come from one top of your ear and then they loop all the way down. You wear stuff that really catches the eye of people, okay? That's your type of dress style. You like to wear eye-popping things that pop, and really make people look like, oh wow, that's cute. Where'd she get that from? Where'd he get that from? You know what I mean? What else? What else do I see here? You could be a pillow princess or a pillow prince. You might like to just lay back and let other people do the work when they're in bed, you know? Like I said, this is an 18 plus. We're not going to get too into the bed stuff, but I'm just saying I can notice that with this pillow back here. You look like you would be someone to just lay back on the bed and let your partner do all the work. Maybe not all the time. You're not that lazy, but you know what I mean. You're like that. You're like that. You need to be worshipped when you're in bed, okay? What else am I getting from this? Um, yeah, that's all I'm getting from that first one. All right, second card we have is Temperance. All right, some more nudity. This is my erotic tarot deck, guys. I'm just going to show that a little bit and take it away. Okay, so Temperance. So, once again, with this card here, even though you know you're the shit, you're very much, bougie and all that, you're also very much balanced. Like, even though you know you're beautiful, you know you're handsome, you're very balanced in that. You're very humble in that. You're not just, out there just showing off to be showing off, like, you're beautiful. You're handsome. You know what I mean? But you're not just flaunting that in everyone's face you're not being conceited with it. You're not a conceited person, but you're not about to sit there and be like, oh, well, I'm not you know what I mean? You're not that humble. You're not that humble, but you're not conceited either. Okay? You're balanced. That's what it is. You're not, your power. You're not conceited. You're not humble. You're very much balanced, you know? You might, like I said, you like to wear jewelry that is a statement piece. See how she has that necklace hanging all the way down, all the way down her chest, or she has the band around her arm. You like to wear jewelry that stands out that people don't normally wear, I guess. You know what I mean? Type of jewelry pieces that people don't normally wear. Yeah, and once again, even with this temperance card, it really looks like you like nature, but you don't like nature that much to whereas you're going to be just all out there roughing it. Like somebody better have a whole mobile home tent, one of those caravans, or they better have a log cabin for y'all to stay in if they're going out in nature. You're not one of those can just eat some hot dogs type of chick. You know what I mean? Like they better have the wine, they better have the nice, like you're that type of person. Like you just don't do small things. You don't do things that don't, you know what I mean? Everything it got to be bigger go home with you, pretty much. You know? People better come with their A game or don't come at all. But you're very balanced. You're not about to try to overpower someone or try to make someone feel less than just because you look the way you look, or other people see you as that. You're not about to make other people feel some type of way either. You're not that type of mean girl. But you're beautiful. You're handsome. What else do I see? What else do I see? You might like to wear flat sandals. Like you might be really tall and you might be a little nervous, or not even nervous. You might be a little like you don't really like how tall you are. So you wear sandals that are flat so that you don't so that you know what I mean, you're not too much taller. You know, you might be close to 6 foot, 5'10", 5'11". You know, because I could just see both of these women in here have these little flat sandals on. They both have little flat, none of the, you know, there's no heel at all, just flat sandals. You know what I mean? Like you might, or you may not be tall, but you just don't wear heels. Maybe you're flat footed. Maybe you don't like to wear heels. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're just, heels are fucking uncomfortable. Jesus God. But, you know, maybe you don't like to wear heels and, you know, you're that type of person, you know? But it doesn't matter because whatever shoes you do wear still accentuate you, you know? They still make you look really pretty. But you like to be comfy in your footwear. Let's put it that way. You also might like either very early morning or when the sun is just about to go down, like that dusk, in between that dusk twilight time. You know, you really like that time of the day. You know, you can tell by the picture, the sun in the background, either looks like the sun's about to come up or the sun's going down. And this right here is definitely the sun going down and the moon's just coming out. So, you know, you like that time of the day when it's dusk, when the sun's just about to leave the light, when there's still a little bit of light in the sky, but it's just about to go out. That's the time of the day that you like the most. You might like to watch sunsets or sunrises. All right, but that's all I'm seeing here for my pile two. All right, we are going on to pile three with my Merlin tarot. Here we go with this Empress here sitting on her little throne. A lot of these Empresses are out in nature or something like that. You know, Empresses are, you know, they represent motherhood. They represent Mother Earth, Mother, you know, birth. They represent, nurturing, caring, you know, very feminine aspects. You know, male or female. Don't go with the whole, you know, thing, you know, male or female. So what do I see with my Empress here for my pile threes? Now, unlike Empress from pile two, who needs to be in a cabin, and you know, you better have a mobile home or you better have something before y'all go out in the woods to go camping or whatever, you know, if you like to do that. This Empress, I can see you are more of a country girl or a country boy. You love hiking, you love being in the wilderness, you love picking little wildflowers. Maybe when you were younger, you used to like to catch like lightning bugs, you know, if you're a female, maybe you were a little bit of a tomboy. Um but you definitely love nature. This pile loves nature. You love to be out in nature. You like birds. You like the frogs. You like the, you know, the little insects, you know. You also could be a person that doesn't like to harm other, you know, little creatures and stuff like that. You may try your best not to do that. You may have grew up on a farm or out in the country, you know. May or may not had a lot of siblings. You also could be someone, now don't take offense to this, okay? Because there's nothing wrong with it at all. But you could be someone who's very androgynous looking. I think that's how the word goes. Androgynous. I believe it means when you almost could be you're a female, but you look like you could be a man. Or you're a man and you have feminine, you know, you look like you could be a female. Okay, now don't take offense to this because you know that's how you look. That's how you look. You know, love how you look. You know what I mean? But you could have features that are very manly. You know, your face may be, you know, more structured. If you're a feminine, look more manly. You know what I mean? And if you're a man, your features may look more feminine. You know what I mean? But people, these are qualities that, make up everyone. So don't sit there and be, oh my God, I don't look like a man. I don't look like there. You might have certain features that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shoot, I don't really. I mean, you're 50 and 50, okay? Mom and dad, you're going to look like your mother and your father. Now, if you happen to come out and you're a female, you look more like your father. That happens. Females come out looking more like their fathers. Okay, it's just kind of crazy. But either or, you're still very beautiful or very handsome. It does not matter. But I'm just saying that could be a trait. Okay. Also, what I'm intuitively getting from this stream here that's running through the woods and then coming down as like a waterfall, you might be a type of person that's very open with your emotions. Like you've always been someone who has been able to just tell people exactly how you're feeling in that moment. You're not the type of person that needs to hide your emotions. You just kind of let them flow. If you guys hear the cartoon in the back, my son's watching cartoons in the living room. Mm, what else am I getting from this Empress? Nothing else from the Empress card. Let's go to our second card. Oh, wow. It's the moon. And the first picture that came to me, now I'm hoping I am so hoping that this will focus. Do y'all see that? The moon? Okay, let me see. Hold up, hold up. Okay. Do y'all see that? How the moon almost looks exactly like her? Very androgynous looking, though. It could be a man or a woman. You know what I mean? Like, look. I mean, and even if it's not focusing, I don't really care. But you can see how the facial structures, doesn't it? Even the eye sockets, don't it look almost like the same fucking person? That's creepy. And I just shuffled these and came out, guys. So every card. That's why I love tarot, because tarot always, always explains itself somehow. If you can look for the signs, it explains itself. Okay. So, like I said, that's even crazy when I was saying with the water and the waterfall, with how you're very good with your emotions. You know what I mean? Like with the moon here, moon is hidden emotions. You know, like I think that you're very open with a lot of your emotions, but there's still a part of you that you keep hidden. It's almost like there's a wild side and there's a subdued side, like a very laid back side to you, you know? And you keep that very hidden. I think you keep the wild side more hidden. You know what I mean? Yeah, with the moon here, like there's still an aspect of yourself that you keep hidden from people, that you don't like to show people. And it's probably this wild side. Like you seem like you try and show the more quieter side of yourself. But I believe it's the wolf side that really, that's the real side of you. You know what I mean? Like you may really have a wild side to you. You know what I mean? That you do not like to show people. Or you may think that people might judge you if you show this side of yourself. You know? Hmm. Also, which is crazy, but going back to the androgynous, or perhaps, now take this where it resonates, guys, but perhaps you are a transgender woman, or man. Because I say that because the moon and the Empress in this look alike. But this one looks more feminine, and then this one has kind of like a man bun where the hair is all pulled up, and it kind of looks like it could be more of a man. You know what I mean? Or perhaps, you like to dress sometimes as a man or as a woman. You know what I mean? Depending on, your sex. And maybe that's the part of you that you like to keep hidden. Maybe you go to drag shows. Maybe you like to, do yourself up in drag. But that's the real side of you. But you don't like to show that side of yourself. Now take that where it resonates, guys. That's not for everybody to pick this pile. If you know damn well you ain't no drag queen, you know what I mean, then don't go there. But I love some RuPaul. You know what I mean? But don't go there if that's not what you are. But I'm just saying that from this, what I see intuitively, it's definitely telling me like there's a hidden side of you that is more the real you than the side that you try and portray, out to people. Yeah, like that's so crazy. Wow. Okay, because the moon. Do you see how it's okay? Sorry, I have to keep on reverting back to this. But do you see how now you can't really see it, like I said, this is not really the darn camera is not really picking it up, but I'm going to try and point it out. You see how the moon side is really dark, but this is more who you truly are. Your dark side or who you're trying to hide is truly who you are. And you see how the Empress, you see how it's like sun, dark, it's the moon over here. Well, she's sitting more on the dark side. It's almost like the side that she's sitting on is more her true authentic self, but what she shows in the sun is not. You know what I mean? You feel me? Like it's like you portray something else to the world, but that's not really who you are. But you portray it very well because people don't know this other side of you. This dog over here is very reserved, very much, like you're not going to get anything out of me. You know what I mean? Until the dark comes out, till the nighttime comes out, and then it's the woo, that's really me. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. But a really good energy here. Really, really good energy with this one. All right, pile three. And that's all I have for my pile threes. We will be moving on to my pile four with my Tarot Sutra. Okay, what are we seeing here with you? See? Got the wheat down there. We got the little pillow here with the little feminine symbol on it. Now, we've had this symbol in the other tarot deck here, the Tarot Sutra, or the Erotic Tarot here. But I feel more with this one, like this group. Now, if this is more for females, if more feminines have picked this, you might be more on the feminist side, or you might be more like, pro women, pro life, pro, you're that type. I'm pro choice, okay? I'm pro, that's your body, okay? There's too many people in this world as it is. Whatever you need to do, you do, okay? Because, yeah, just don't. That's mine. That's mine. But right here, it really feels though you're like one of those women that would go to the marches and protest for you know uh, pro-lifers and not to kill the babies, and you're there at the companies where they're doing animal testing on the monkeys with the makeup. And not that that's not a good cause, because I don't believe in torturing animals at all. But you're that type of person. You're that type of activist person. You're that type of stand up for people, stand up for what's right or what you think is right, with your opinion of what is right, whatever that could be, because it may not even be none of those things I was saying. It could be, something else that you're standing up for. What else do I say with this Empress? Who are you, Paul, for? Hmm. You might be a little bit of a hippie, you know? You might like to wear things that are very flowy, flowers in your hair. Um, you might like to eat a lot of bread products too with this wheat down here. You might like a lot of, bread and starchy stuff. You might like to eat a lot of that. Like I said, you're very, you might like to smoke weed. These little trees back here look like little buds. They don't really look like trees. They look like it looks like a piece of weed in the back there, doesn't it? Looks like a nice piece of weed. That's what it looks like. You might like to smoke. Like I said, you might be like a almost like a hippie type. You're very live your life the way you live your life. You're not going to have a whole lot of people impose rules on you. You make your own rules. You do what you want to do when you want to do it. You dress how you want to dress. Eat what you want to eat. People aren't going to tell you what you know what I mean? It very much seems like you're the type of person that you're going to do what you want to do, you know? Yeah, because even her sitting here, like with that staff in her hand, it seems like that should be like some type of poster to, when she's out there marching. You know what I mean? It's like, pro life, it even looks like she out there marching. Like, so you might like to go to those type of rallies. You might like to, go to events like that where you're getting your where you're putting out your knowledge or you're putting out, information for people that you believe they should have. You could also be very patriotic. We could go the whole other route. You could be more pro life, or yeah, pro life. You could be like a pro lifer, you know what I mean? And I already said that, didn't I? Did I say you were a pro lifer? I did. So we'll go the opposite way of that. So you could be someone who you might protest for, the far right. You might be real extreme with your ideologies. You know what I mean? But you definitely have a strong opinion of what you think should be going on in this world or what you think should be happening in this world. Like you were that just type of person that, you know, you like to live on the edge. You don't like for people to tell you what to do. You don't like to live by the government. Like you're very much, non pro government. You know what I mean? You do not subscribe to whatever the government's trying to tell you. You probably are the type of person that likes to live off the grid. Maybe with this wheat and stuff back there, maybe you like to grow your own food. Maybe you like to, maybe you have a whole bunch of the those type of lights or the glass on top of your house that makes your electricity and stuff like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm drawing a blank on that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You might like to live off the grid. You might live off of generators. You might live on your own farm, grow your own food, grow your own cattle. You know what I mean? Like you give off that type of feeling. Okay. Man or woman, you're that type of person that likes to go off the grid. You don't like to live by society's norms, okay? By society's rules. Let's see what else we got. Oh, wow. Yep, Five of Pentacles. So, yeah, like I was saying before, you do not like to live by rules. Like, you very much will stay out in the cold before you'll take any type of government assistance, before you will even allow them to come in and assist you or give you anything. Like, you're like, I'm okay. I can do it on my own. I don't need you. You know what I mean? Like, you're very much, you're not going to take those pentacles. You are going to do for yourself. You're like, you can't do, there's nothing the establishment can do for me that I can't do for myself. That's your ideology. Yeah, even if you're cold and sick and left out, you don't care. You're not about to call on the government to help you. You're like, I can do this on my own. I'm strong. I got this. You know what I mean? That's your whole mentality on the on who you are as a person, okay? Yeah. You're not about to go to a church. You're probably not that religious, you know? What else am I seeing? You also might be someone who likes the colder months, like the winter months, fall, winter. You might be that type of person that likes those. You might live in an area where it's, constantly a little chilly, a little cold, snowing, you know. All right, that is all I am seeing for my pile four. Hopefully that resonated with my pile fours. Let's go on to my pile five. Tattoo tarot deck. All right. Now, this is one of the only empresses that are actually pregnant. So, perhaps the people that pick this pile, male or female, if you're a male, maybe perhaps there's someone you know or your significant other that's pregnant at this time. Maybe you have a child on the way. If you're a female, then perhaps you are with child. Perhaps you just found out you have a child. Or if you are not pregnant, you're not even looking to get pregnant, then this Empress signifies that you have a lot of motivation to get something started off the ground. Like, you literally have a baby project that you are working on diligently, and you are trying your best and doing everything you can to get this project off the ground and to get it, making you money, and, whether this is a business idea or something of the sort, okay? Now, even if you happen to be pregnant, that does not matter. You still are working on some type of project that is going to bring you in some type of success, okay? Got this bird here next to her. So, a lot of information at this time is coming into you, and I think you're trying to siphon through it all at this time and trying to figure it out. And if you are pregnant, then it's a lot of hormones and a lot of feelings and stuff that are starting to happen and change your body at this time. You might love fresh cut flowers. You might love the smell of fresh cut flowers, especially if you are pregnant now with your sense of smell being so heightened. You might really like the smell of like fresh cut flowers and stuff like that. And if you are pregnant, or even if you're not, you might like to do your makeup. You might like to do a makeup, okay? You might be a makeup artist or you could be someone that does like makeup tutorials and things of that nature, makeup and hair tutorials, and even when you're pregnant, you can still do that type of work, if that's what you do on the internet. But I see her hair is really done up. She has her eyes all done up, eyebrows, lips all done. You know what I mean? Very much, you know, I know how to make myself look good. You know what I mean? So maybe that's the type of project you're working on. Maybe you're some type of makeup artist. And even you might like to wear a lot of pink and purple type of blush because these flowers down here, it's the same colors that are in her eyes. Like she has kind of purplish and pink eyeshadow kind of all blended in. It's the same colors as the flowers down here. So perhaps you like to use those colors when you're doing your makeup. That's like your signature colors you like to use, like purples and pinks to kind of, make yourself look more rosy, more flush, in the face. Or these are like type of hack tips. You might be the type of, you seem like you're the type of female or male that takes very good care of yourself aesthetically. Like you like to look good, you like to put makeup on, you like to make sure your hair is on point, your lips are done. Even if you're pregnant, you like to make sure you look good when before you step out the house. You like to make sure you got your invisible crown on every time you step out the house. Yeah, even with these flowers down here, they look like they're blooming. You know what I mean? So maybe you have some type of project which is blooming right now, or if you're pregnant, the baby's like growing and blooming and you're getting bigger. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of blue jays lately. A lot of, cute little birds, the little blue jays. What are they, cardinals? Or are they blue jays? I don't fucking know. I'm not a birdologist, okay? Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. Okay, so I totally intuitively picked these cards, guys, but so the next card is the world. Now, do you see the makeup around the eyes? It's very pretty, but it's pink and purple again around the eyes. So you very, very much could be someone that does makeup. You might be a makeup artist. You might do hair. Or you could be a makeup model. Like you could be a model. Like you could, model makeup and model hair stuff for people. You know what I mean? Both of these women are very pretty. They have very dainty features, okay? But with the world card, you know, the world is cycles closing out. The world is you know, talking about many facets that go on around the world. You know what I mean? The world is all encompassing. The world is, either you can close out cycles or you can start cycles with the world. It's like you're very worldly, I want to say. Like people look at you as though you're like out of this world. And maybe it's because of the way you do your hair and your makeup. Maybe you do it in such a way that it really like stands out and makes you look like you're not even from this world. You know what I mean? Like you can see like her hair. Like she has all these little things in her hair, little horn, little flowers and stuff sticking out and her makeup. Like she just looks like someone would be, staring at her and wondering like, wow, what planet did she come from? You know what I mean? So people might see you when you do yourself up and they look at you like, wow, like where did this person come from? Like she or he is just out of this world. You know what I mean? Like you just do yourself up so well to where as it looks like you're not even from this planet. Like maybe you like to wear things that make you look like maybe you like to wear like those little elf ears that make you look like, you're like from the Lord of the Rings or something. You might be one of those people that likes to dress up in those type of, cosplay type of things to make yourself look a little bit different. And people like that, people really, you stick out to people because of your uniqueness. Okay? And even if you're pregnant, you still like to do these things. If you're pregnant, you still like to, maybe you'll do something to whereas your stomach will stick out. Like you might wear something to whereas your stomach's just out and you have it adorned with something. Like you like to do things to make sure that you're noticed. You like to do things to make sure that you stick out from the crowd, that you don't just look like all the other people. Okay? That's my little guy out there making noise. Let me see. What else do I see from my number 5 Empress here? Hmm. You might have really pretty, small, but pouty lips. Both of these women have really small, but pouty lips. Really nice shaped lips. You also might have your nose might be kind of pointy, you know what I mean, but straight. It's very aesthetically nice to look at. You have a nice nose. Your eyebrows, you may do your eyebrows very striking, like everything about you. You make sure you stand out. Okay, whether it be by your makeup, your hair, what you're wearing, like the things you adorn yourself in, you make sure you stand out. And one last note with the world, with the cycles closing out, you're not afraid to end cycles with people. Like you're not afraid to close out cycles with people. Like you will just move forward. All right, that's all I have for my pile 5. Let's go to my pile 6 here. And this is my uncommon tarot deck with the Empress here. And she is sitting with a little toddler baby with all this fruit and food. So you might like to go out to eat a lot and eat a lot of really good food. Now, even though it's a lot of food, it's healthy food. It's a lot of vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, you know. But you might like little kids. You might like to be around little kids a lot. You might like to babysit kids. You might be very motherly, in how you uh, talk to the kids and how you interact with children. Hmm. You might like to eat healthy with all this healthy food. You might be a vegan. Could be. You might have a lot of hair. You might have really big black curly hair that you love to wear out. You just love to wear your hair out. It might be really pretty and long and curly. But yeah, you definitely like the finer things in life with this one. Like you like to be wine and dined. Who's ever coming towards you or whoever does want to come towards you in the future, you want someone that's going to wine and dine you and take you out to nice restaurants and nice places and get you nice things and just wine and dine you, pretty much make you feel like the empress you are. Mm. You might be more of a curvier woman. You may have a little bit of thickness on you, but it looks good, no matter what size. But you might be a little thicker, which is why you like to go out to eat. But you like to eat good, though. You don't just eat a whole bunch of junk food and stuff. You might like to travel too. I see this map in the background. You might like to travel and go different exotic places. You might like to meet new people, take your kids on trips. With this Queen of Cups here for the second card, and it almost looks like the same woman. It's kind of crazy. Look, the same woman, Queen of Cups. So this card with the Queen of Cups coming in with this Empress, like I said, you are very motherly. You're very loving, you're very receptive, you're very giving, you love your children, you love to be around your children, you love to be around your family, your friends, you love to give love out. You know, you're very open and caring, and you have like a motherly type of love that you give out to people. You also like to go within. You know, you like to have your time to yourself where you can just get away from everyone too. Like you love your family, you love your kids, but you also love your time alone. To just kind of go within and be by yourself. Trying to watch the time here, guys. We're coming up over an hour, which is fine. But I'm just trying to make sure this camera doesn't cut off on me. It's annoying. What else we got for my last pile? You might like the ocean. You might like to go by the ocean to go meditate, to go, get back your inner peace. You might like to go when you've had all the family and the friends and the kids around. You might like to go to the ocean or go to the water to kind of get your mind right or to get back your equilibrium so that, you can go back and give your love again. You can't always just pour, pour, pour. You got to pour it back into yourself a bit and then kind of go back and give your love. You can't just burn yourself out. But it seems like you like to go and maybe take a little retreat for yourself and then you come back and then you're just loving, you know what I mean? This loving person. But you definitely like to eat healthy here. Even I know the fish in the cup means love, but fish is also like a protein. And all this food here is grapes and squash and kiwi and it's all good stuff. It's nothing bad here. So it seems like you have a really good balanced diet. Okay, you have a very good healthy diet that you try and subscribe to. Okay. Also see the seaweed back here. You might like to incorporate seaweed into your diet. Maybe you like seaweed smoothies or you like to make, healthy smoothies and things of that nature. Probably drink a lot of water, you know. But very peaceful. You're just a very loving, caring person that likes to have fun. You like to take care of your family, but there's times when you need to kind of take a step back and rest and just take time to yourself, you know? And then you're right back at, being your loving self. But that is all I have for my pile six empresses. And I really, really hope that you guys loved this reading. And like I said, I have my Emperor reading coming out right after this. So please, once you've watched this or the Emperor reading, come back to this one, watch this one. You know what I mean? But I would just like to say thank you guys so much for coming on my channel and flowing with me, having a good time with me. And I really hope that the messages got out to you properly. And like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take this to heart or try and live your life by tarot. Okay, guys? Now, like I said, have a wonderful day. I will see you in my next reading. And this is Enlightenment 1414. And I am out, guys. Peace, okay?